Hey, what's up? This video is for people that feel confused about their analytics. If you want to really understand your traffic and where it's coming from, not so much if you have a blog, but if you actually have some kind of funnel, some kind of webinar, an opt-in page where people will download a free report, then this is something that you need. So Tru Conversion is easy funnel tracking and optimization, and it has heat maps, session recording, form analytics, all that kind of stuff. So this is an alternative to Hotjar and Funnelytics. I own Funnelytics, so I haven't actually used Tru Conversion, but I can speak to what this is and how it works. So first thing I want to point out is this has 5 tacos out of 5 of 468 reviews. When you're looking at an AppSumo product, it's always good to pop into the reviews and see what people say, because they will really go and be very specific about use cases and compare it to other softwares that they've used in the past. I will say though, and there's a good video here that you can watch, but I will say though that having this kind of view of what's going on in your funnel is really important, right? So there are a number of people that can look at a spreadsheet or a CSV and just kind of understand all that data. I'm not one of those. I prefer a more visual kind of look for how things are moving through funnels. And you basically put on a code, set up your stages, and then it tracks where people come from, and it can extrapolate how people have, you can't really see it in this video or in this image, but you can extrapolate from how people found your landing page, whether they found you, let's say, from Facebook, from Google, from all these other things. And then it will show the drop-off rate on each of these different steps. And on any step in the process, you can click on it and see where people have gone to that, what percentage and what raw numbers and how they got to that page. So that is really cool. It also measures heat maps, so you can put this on a page and see where people are clicking, where they're hovering, where they're reading. So if you have a page that you need that on, this is something that can really help you do that and maybe diagnose what could be fixed with your offer, right? What are people interested in? What are they clicking on? And so that's really helpful as well. It also does screen recordings, which is an interesting feature where you can see aggregated data, but individual user sessions of where they've gone on the screen. So you can watch people as they would, like, let's say, be on the screen and then scroll down, and then maybe they'd scroll up and maybe they click here, and so on and so forth. So it's really interesting for diagnosing what's not working with your funnel. And then it can also do the reports, so you can see what fields people are stalling on, their abandonment rate, the time on the form, time spent on each field, all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of like, let's say, in e-commerce, everything's all about getting to the shopping cart. With this will just analyze your form field, and it will tell you, what people are stalling at. So this is great if you maybe have an option where you're like, should I ask for a phone number or not? And even if you put it that it's optional, you could run some tests and see how many people you're losing by adding that form field or by removing that word optional beside it. So that's really effective as well. And then they can do micro surveys as well, which basically just gets some engagement, and it aggregates all this data really, really well. So what's awesome about it here is, there's a full training webinar here. Obviously, one of these Tru Conversion softwares, you can use it on multiple sites, but you do need to put the code on your pages, right? So if you do need help with things like that, you can contact me, and I'll be able to assist you in your funnel, with some of that tech stuff if you're having trouble with it. If you just want to get this on and be able to use the data and that sort of thing. So it starts at $69. One-time purchase. You can use it on 3 domains. 110,000 page views, and then after that, it just wouldn't track anymore. But that should be enough for most people. And you can have like no code goals, so you can actually track goals without having the code. It does that by registering if they've loaded that page, because I know a lot of people, when they're setting up goals, let's say in Google Analytics, it can get very, very complicated. So that's easy for you, and it does multiple conversions per step. So this just is based on how many domains you plan to use this on. If you want to do more than 3, it might be a good option to get this, because these AppSumo deals do not last for a long time. Usually they're around for a couple of weeks. So consider doing that. Or if you got a ton of sites, this gives you 15 domains, and then you're, hey, a TruConversion Pro. And if you got 15 domains, then you should do that. And they actually have a couple other tiers, but AppSumo's displaying of this, they typically, companies only have 3 options or 1 option. So, you know, they've got this other tier here where they can do that. And again, read through the conversions. If you have questions, you can hit me up in the bottom of this video. And other than that, happy tracking. You know, I've always followed a mentor that said, you know, whatever gets Peter Drucker, if he was a business manager, and he had a quote that said, in order to get something managed, you have to measure it, right? So you have to know what those numbers are, and then you can make good decisions about what you want to change moving forward. That's basically the gist of it. And that's always stuck with me, right? So if you're not measuring this stuff at all, you're really just guessing. Once you have the data, then you can make accurate decisions that can move your business forward. Anyhow, so that's TruConversion. If you don't have anything like Funnelytics running right now on your stuff, I would highly recommend that you do that. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. As always, I'll be more than happy to help. All right, that's all for now.